When you zoom in on a map of Saudi Arabia, you will notice these green circles covering a large area in the center of the desert. Something interesting is about to take place in this desolate desert. Welcome back to Fact Hub videos.
The Gobi Desert is the world's desert with the highest rate of growth. This desert, which stretches from China to Mongolia, consumes 6,000 square kilometers of verdant land each year, leaving behind barren land, which is why only a few thousand people live in such a large land area. Global warming and climate change, which we humans are partially to blame for, are the primary causes of the slow global expansion of deserts and damaging the ecosystem by establishing large-scale industries. Desertification is an unnatural catastrophe caused by humans. According to experts, desertification is spreading so quickly that by 2050, 25% of the planet's territory will be bare, and a startling 50% of it will become arid territory by the year 2100. It's not as bad as it seems. There really isn't a way to respond to the way Saudi Arabia has managed this.
Saudi Arabia and all other Arab countries were not doing well before 1938. However, as a result of the oil discovery and the subsequent rise in global oil demand, their bank accounts also grew. The joys persisted on the same budget for many years. They didn't even have time to tally the large palaces, luxurious lifestyles, and wealth. All of this was made possible by the money made from the energy. Even the oil was not ending. Even today, Saudi Arabia has sufficient oil reserve to satisfy its own domestic needs for the next 221 years, even if it chooses not to export to the rest of the world. However, Saudi Arabia only seals and exports this oil at the present time. Lending and exporting oil is Saudi Arabia's obligation, and its officials are aware of this. Saudi Arabia did not experience any shortages for a very long time because of their enormous buying power, which allowed them to easily import all the necessities like food, fruits, vegetables, and water.
Yes, Saudi Arabia has an abundance of energy, but no potable water. Drinking water has been transported from France, Italy, Kuwait, and the United Kingdom for several years. Desertification alone is the primary cause of this. It is also one of the countries with the least amount of rainfall worldwide. Only 4 inches of rainfall in Saudi Arabia each year, and that is on the western mountains, where the water flows directly into the Red Sea and is wasted. Saudi Arabia made the decision in the 1970s to take all necessary measures to develop its agriculture industry in order to wean itself off its dependence on oil and imported food, in order for the country to have at least enough resources to satisfy its own requirements. Millions of acres of Saudi Arabia's desolate desert are currently being gradually transformed into green circles. If you look at the satellite map, these circles are nothing but agricultural land irrigated by center pivot irrigation.
Specifically designed sprinklers are used to only water fields as much as they need. These farms are circular because of the large pipe in the center, which moves along a fixed route with the assistance of wheels. There are 5,000 square kilometers of farmlands in the Wadi al-Dawasir region, and that number is growing every year. We can see tens of thousands of tiny green spots. There are 100 acres in each circular. The majority of the water used in furrow irrigation, also referred to as flood irrigation, is absorbed by the earth and largely evaporates. Only the amount of water required by the crop is provided during center pivot irrigation. Because of this, 90% of the water is conserved in it. Saudi Arabia is developing similar farmlands in other locations as well. Thousands of square kilometers of farms can be located in dozens of locations throughout Saudi Arabia,
such as Tabuk, where Lion City is being built. But where does Saudi Arabia get all this water from to develop these farms? There isn't a waterway that runs here all the time. After Libya, Saudi Arabia began searching for water beneath the desert in the 1970s. They only got access to 488 cubic kilometers of water, which is not much. These subsurface well pumps have pumped out 21 cubic kilometers of water for all the cultivation that has been done in Saudi Arabia since 1970. Saudi Arabia is also the largest country generating water through desalination. But obviously, It is not going to work like that. Desalination needs a lot of energy, which is presently produced by nuclear and fossil fuels. Furthermore, the groundwater supply is finite and will dry up in next 50 years. On the west coast of Saudi Arabia, a novel experiment is being conducted to address these issues. These mountains receive annual rainfall, but this water runs into the Red Sea. Here, a brand new experiment known as Al-Baida project is being carried out.
A method has been developed that converts the mountains from brown to green via flash floods. Yes, a recent video that got viral on social media showed rainfall flowing through the desert like a river. In the western part of Saudi Arabia, flash rains like these only happens every 2 or 3 years. Together with some experts, the Baida project team agreed to transport this water to the mountains. By building terraces and dams, the water from the mountains was stopped, and on these mountains, vegetation was begun. Since terraces were created, water that once quickly flowed from the mountains to the sea now flows more slowly and is absorbed by the greenery on the terraces. As you can see, this is greening the slope rather than wasting thousands of cubic meters of water. In addition to this, Saudi Arabia is mass installing wind and photovoltaic farms to increase rainfall and turn the desert green. However, solar farms generate energy from the sun. What do they have to do with rain?
According to experts, building solar farms in the desert produces energy, but the sun's rays heat the atmosphere because they reflect off the solar panels. When heated air in the atmosphere rises and collides with cold air, precipitation is more likely to occur. The air is moved upward similarly by wind turbines, increasing the likelihood of at least 5 mm more rain annually. In areas that are totally bare, at least wild bushes will develop, preventing desertification.
Hope you will like and share this video.
That's it for today.
Bye for now.